I really think it's funny when you start seeing yourself elevate and your light shines a little brighter and you notice people just intentionally trying to dim your light.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important. I mean, and we've talked about this before, like the 5 people you spend the most time with are who you become. And you just have to keep your circle elevating you all the time. Like if people aren't your supporter, then they're tearing you down. I don't believe in mediocrity.
No.
I don't think that there's anything that's middle ground. If someone is not on your team, then they're against you, and that's that. If they're not cheering you on, then they're bringing you down, and that's that. Like I don't think that anything in life lies in the middle. It's either one direction or the other, and I think it all leads towards increasing the quality of your consciousness.
Yeah.
Like the way that we evolve, and not just us, any level of life, but it's always trying to form more order. The opposite of order is chaos. So if you're creating more order in your life, you're increasing the quality of your consciousness. If you're creating more chaos in your life, then you're going backwards. You're not evolving in a positive way. You're going backwards. So it's doing yourself a disservice to allow that type
what
of
are you going
people.
to accept? Like that's something that everyone should honestly write down. Like what are you going to accept in a friendship and what are you not? What are you going to accept in a relationship and what are you not? And then stick to it. And for me, it's always been so helpful to write things down because I get distracted really easily. And so like writing things down and looking at it helps me a lot. And just like what are things like, and you should always, in my opinion, just my opinion, be friends with people that share your values, because if you're not friends or in relationships with people that share your values, you're constantly setting yourself up to be in pain. And you can't expect somebody else to be any different if you know their values and you chose to ignore it.
Right.
Like somebody who's always shows up late and it really bothers you, but that you just know that about them. So are you going to accept that and stay friends with them even though they've shown up late at something that meant so much to you? Or are you going to continue to be friends with them even though that's hurting your boundaries and breaking your boundaries? Or are you going to say, hey, maybe this is something I can't continue to be around because it hurts me and it's making me feel uncomfortable in situations, and maybe they change or maybe they don't. Maybe they stay, maybe they don't. But you have to be okay with somebody leaving. And that's where people, I think, have such an issue. I've definitely had that issue, is saying, oh, I really don't like this. I don't like how I feel in this situation, but I like this person so much. But it's like, I mean, for me at least, if somebody sat me down and told me that some of my behavior was hurting them and they meant a lot to me, I would change my behavior to stay in their life.
Absolutely.
And so if somebody is not willing to change their behavior to make you feel better about the relationship, then I don't think they're really worth having any type of relationship with.
I completely agree. I think also as you level up in life, the people sitting at your table change, and like boundaries really are the highest form of self-love. I think we get that confused, and sometimes we feel like by setting this boundary, oh, I might be hurting this person, or I might seem stuck up, or I might seem too high maintenance, or whatever the case may be, whatever guilt that you're feeling for setting a boundary. But